How's it going, everybody? And welcome back to Mining with Ryan, your daily fix of Minecraft content. And last episode, we ended way up here, up in the sky, because I just wanted to appreciate the build that I made last episode from above. So I made a farm last episode, if you remember, and I think we are going to try and get a little brave here. Okay, we're going to try and make it all the way out to that pool of water. So wish me luck. Oh no, I'm gonna miss it. Oh damn, so close. Oh well. It's all in good fun. I don't care. Um. Anyways, though, last episode we made that farm, and before I talk about what I'm gonna do in today's episode, I just want to say thank you to the commenters that have talked about. First off, just how kind of peaceful it is to watch this series, and I guess it's kind of nice to be somewhere that you can just go. Or I appreciate the idea of being somewhere that you can just go and relax and kind of just unwind for an hour, you know what I mean? And just enjoy chill content. So I appreciate those nice comments. And then the other thing is I appreciate the comments kind of talking about where I can improve, right? Where I can get better. And a lot of people have been talking about the volume of the videos, right? So last episode I had new microphone settings, and today's episodes I've made for today's episode I've made further changes to the microphone settings with the intention of the video and my commentary being a little bit louder. So hopefully it works. We will see. Um, Bear with me. I mean, if the audio quality is bad today, we'll see. I don't know. There's no way really for me to know until after I film the episode. You know what I mean? But yeah, hopefully the audio quality is good. Hopefully it's a little bit louder, and hopefully it's not too loud or any other unforeseen things like echo or anything like that. But anyways, I was really happy with how this build turned out last episode. I hear a zombie. Is there a zombie in my base? What the heck? I think it spawned up top on the ceiling here. I was very happy with how this turned out. Obviously a little simplistic, but for one episode, the fact that I was able to build something of this scale, I'm really proud of that. I'm really proud of that. And I think the stairs can use a little bit of improvement. Kind of specifically, honestly, it's not so bad, but I feel like I could still perhaps kind of just like something like this, like all the way down to the ground with the oak leaves. I think that might be better. But for now, I'm not going to worry about that. For today's episode, what we're going to do, and I brought it up last episode, we are going down into the caves, and I am going to go make a skeleton XP farm. Um, I talk about it pretty much every episode. I have a checkered past with skeletons. They basically kill me all the time. I am like a total skeleton noob. Let's see, is there anything? I wouldn't mind taking some seeds with me as well, or let's see. So I'm going to plant a couple of these carrots here, and I'm actually going to take one with me. And start a little mini farm down there as well, just for the sake of... Oh, my inventory's full. So I'm just going to take one wheat seed and one carrot with me down there, just so I can start a farm and have some sort of reliable food source down there as well. Right, it's great that I created this farm, but if I'm down in the caves, I'm not going to be able to reap the benefits of it yet. So I just kind of want to bring... Hang on, let me clear my inventory too. Actually, I don't want to put that away. Okay. So I'm going to plant 3 of these and then just take one with me. Oops, I planted every single one. Hang on. Okay. So yeah, this farm is great and everything, but if I'm down in the caves, it's not going to be growing. I don't think the chunk is going to be loaded. So, yeah. Anyways, without further ado, let's go head down to the skeleton spawner that I found, and let's get down to business. So basically, today's episode, I'm going to create an XP farm out of the skeleton spawner, and then I'm also going to kind of decorate the area around it a little bit too, right? Because I always need to be building, right? The whole point of mining with Ryan is for me to improve my building skills and just build every single episode. Right? This was a very ambitious build for me to do in one episode, hence the length of that episode being nearly 3 hours, which is definitely longer than I want an episode to be. But that's the whole point, is that every single episode I am going to build something, and in this episode I'm going to build an XP farm, but I kind of want to do something aesthetic with it just to kind of, I don't just want to build a functional XP farm, right? I want to build a functional XP farm, but have some sort of aesthetic to go along with that. So that's kind of the game plan for today's episode. So without further ado, let's head on over there. How am I doing food-wise? I really don't have much food, unfortunately. We might have to do a really quick salmon hunting session before I get down there. Sorry, salmons. Oh, wow. Okay. Let me just go get this one over here. I think we should rename the series to Fishing with Ryan. Or Hunting with Ryan. I actually kind of like that idea of taking different personas every episode. Like last season, I had an episode that was called Feelings with Ryan. I was like really emotional that day. I was like, okay, we're Feelings with Ryan. Then we can be Farming with Ryan, Hunting with Ryan, etc., etc. Okay, so I have 5. I want a little bit more than that. There we go. All right, what am I at? I'm at 10. Okay, I think that'll do. Nah, let's keep going. And you know, part of this whole rule that I have to build something every single episode is because the way I am, I could just spend a bunch of time just like fishing here and just be totally happy and not making any progress, you know what I mean, towards developing the world. And I could probably just spend a whole episode just doing this or just wandering around. And I'd be totally like content and like chill with that. But like when I think about progress and this desire for progress that I have in life and just in this world in general, right? Sometimes you kind of have to push against your nature a little bit. In my nature, like I said, I could just chill, be totally happy. Oh, there you go, more bone meal. Okay, I think that's enough. I have 17. Oh, did you see that? Look at that. How did I do that? Okay, when I was pressing E, like my dude was like spazzing out on there. Look at that. Oh, that's so funny. I think it's because he's swimming or something. Anyways, though, we have 17. That should do for the time being. I also have a bread. So I have 17 raw salmon and 1 piece of bread. Sounds like a pretty balanced diet, if you ask me. Okay, before I should real quick. Actually, you know what? Let me just make shears. And just go shear some of these sheep so I can build a bed down there, right? Because if I get killed, even if I set my spawn up here, it's still further away than I'd want to be from down there. So let's just go ahead and shear some sheep real quick. Ooh, what are those? Dude, those things are cute. I feel like I'd feel bad if I killed those guys, so look at them, they're adorable. Anyways, I know there's sheep somewhere around here. Oh, sheep, where art thou? Here we go. Oh, useless, Jesus. 1. Okay. Okay, here's another couple sheep. Perfect, that's all I need. Okay. Do I have any wood? Yes, I have wood as well, so. Alright, let's do it. You know, one thing that's different about this season so far as well compared to season one. Season one, I just had so many mine shafts. Like everywhere I went, there was like mine shaft after mine shaft after mine shaft. So far, there hasn't been any of those. Oops. Okay, down we go. Believe it's this way. Yep. Then once I get down to my build down here, silent symmetry. Actually, oh, nice. Okay, a couple more cooked salmon. That's good. Anything else useful here? Why don't I just go ahead and cook up that copper while I'm at it? Oh my god, I have 3 shares on me. That's so funny. Let's see. Yeah, let's cook up that copper. Go ahead and appreciate my build here, wherever it is. I think it's this way, actually. Yeah, here it is. Nothing too special, but I kind of like it in the end. It's not perfect. It definitely has flaws, but I went for it. I went for something a little different, and, you know, I can take that. I can take how it turned out. Okay, now, to get to the skeleton spawner, first off, let me set my spawn down here, because I actually have not lit up this skeleton spawner yet, so if I get killed by these guys, I want to at least have a bed down here that I can go back to. So there you go. That's my spawn point now. To get to the skeleton spawner, you have to follow these. Okay. I want to make sure I have my torches front and center. I have food front and center. And then follow this. Okay. Maybe this way. There you go. Okay, and I think it's through here. Oh, I think I used cobblestone to cover it up. Hang on, before I do that, I actually have to go let my kitty in, so I will BRB. Guys, I have an interesting dilemma when it comes to that, because, okay, I'm just going to get rid of those real quick. You know, a lot of times in my house, there's a television on just a couple rooms down, and I don't want that noise to be, you know, showing up. I don't want some TV show or theme song to be showing up in the background of the video, you know what I mean? Which means I shut my door, but then, you know, I have my cat that kind of wants to come in and out. So it's kind of a weird dilemma of like, how do I handle that? I don't know. Okay, I need to be prepared here. If I can just run in real quick before anything can spawn, that would be fantastic. Oh, I'm trapped. Okay. Oh, thank you, game. Game gave me a break there. Okay. By the way, just to prove that it's on hard difficulty, unlocked on hard difficulty, so. Okay, well that was easy. That was honestly a little anticlimactic. Lena Rain, other side. Okay, that feels like it might be copyrighted, so I'm a little afraid. Okay, good. Got beetroot seeds, got pumpkin seeds. I mean, I already have pumpkin seeds, but a lot of string, so I can finally make a bow, and I can finally make. Actually, let's go ahead. Well, sorry that was anticlimactic. I was hoping that would be a little more entertaining, but you know, whatever. I wasn't gonna not take advantage of that opportunity, you know. Okay. Alas, such is life sometimes. Okay, cool. Let's just go ahead and take all these as well. Nice, we got diamond horse armor for the first time. I'm gonna have to look up that music disc. I'm definitely afraid to play that. I've never seen one like that credits the artist before like that. I mean, usually it just says like 13 or something, or so we'll see. We'll see about playing that. Don't want to get copyrighted. If anyone knows about that, actually, I wouldn't mind. Anyways, without further ado, I mean, there's no reason to delay this. Let's get to mining. I mean, this is mining with Ryan after all. You see what I did there? He said the title of the TV of the series. Okay. Dude, okay, so here's some, I'm going to turn it down a little bit, by the way. But here's something that that I do. I don't know if anyone has noticed this, okay? Whenever I feel like there's an awkward moment, like I feel like that joke that I just made was a little cringe a minute ago there. So after I make a cringe joke, I kind of sit there in silence for a sec, like, ooh, that was a little awkward. And then afterwards, I'm like, oh, wait, no, I have to say something. I can't keep it awkward. And then I just say, okay. So it's like cringe joke, silence, okay. To try and like make it less awkward. Now, here's the thing about this XP farm, right? It's been a while since I've done an XP farm. So, I mean, I did one at the beginning of last season, and I certainly don't have optimal dimensions or optimal pathing or anything like that. Like, I don't know what those numbers are, to be quite honest. What I do know is I just have to... Oh, nice, okay. What I do know is I have to kind of dig out a space around the spawner, right? So, like a room around the spawner, if you will. So I think I'm going to go 2 down. Perhaps 3 down is the right way, but for now I'll do 2 down. Ooh, coal, nice. This is one of those things that I'm a little bit stubborn. I don't like to look stuff like this up. Like, I know back in the day, like in the past, I looked it up, right? But the past is the past. Like, that was years ago. Right now, I've done it before. I don't want to look up the optimal way. I want to do it myself, you know? That's fun for me, is doing things my way. Not just having the answer and quote-unquote copying the most optimal, efficient design. One of them situations that for better or worse, I do it my way, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, I have to be careful. I want to keep placing torches down as I'm digging here because I don't want to let it get too dark and start having skeletons spawn on me. You know, I think I talked about this a couple episodes ago. I'm someone that has a lot of experience in the corporate world. Okay. Um, for better and for worse, right? I mean, that's kind of like you live and you learn, right? So I've definitely made a lot of mistakes. I'm not trying to claim that I've done things perfectly in the corporate world, but one thing I really do appreciate about it is you have that support system, right? You always, whether it always works as it should is another question, but you do have that support system. You have an entire company around you, right? That if you're kind of messing something up, they're there to tell you that. And when it comes to something like YouTube, right, and trying to make videos, it's kind of like a double-edged sword because I love doing it my way and doing it myself, right? But, and I guess if there's any sort of, it's the viewers, right? If there's any sort of feedback that you can ever get, it's just from viewers on YouTube, right? But it's just kind of like a different feedback, you know what I mean? It's less official. So like when it comes to like audio settings, right? When I'm here trying to figure out the right audio settings, Um, I'm trying to think of the point that I'm trying to get to here. Oh yeah, there's no one as I'm filming this to be like, actually, yeah, here's exactly how you do the audio settings. Like when you're in a corporate setting, like they want you to do things the right way. So sometimes it's kind of just like, here's how you do it. Do it. I was like, oh, sweet. But what? Oh my God. Guys, I feel like I'm rambling right now. Um, Basically, the point is, I like the challenge of having to do things on my own with YouTube. But at the same time, I do also enjoy the support system that comes from corporate world, is all I'm trying to say. And with that, I'm going to move on from that topic because I feel like I was totally rambling. Let's see. And those awkward moments, I guess they're part of life, right? Where you start rambling just like I did. I mean, that's just life, you know what I mean? Nothing's ever going to be perfect. I just want to find a way to be imperfect while still being entertaining and successful. I guess that's what I'm looking for. Now I feel like I'm being kind of idealistic, but anyways, y'all get the point. I don't need to be rambling anymore, but I realize I need water down here. So obviously this is the kind of layout for the skeleton spawner, right? That's perfect. I kind of need a room around it though. Like if I want to, like when I picture the spawner, like right, if I talk about like trying to make this aesthetically pretty around the spawner, like I kind of need a room around it, and there's really not a room around this spawner. So I feel like I kind of need to make that room myself. So I think I'm just going to dig out some space over here, right? So this can be the entrance to the spawner right here. So I feel like I need some space over here. That's kind of like the room that you go to the spawner from, if you will. And then there's the other thing about the spawner too, is like, for some reason, I feel like last season, I wish I had a little bit more wood right now, but last season, I feel like when I was making the zombie spawner that I made last season, they weren't going up. Like I always used to do the tried and tested, like sign here, sign there, water the one above that method to get them to travel up. And then they would go over and then they would fall down. And then you could just like, you would have it fall down like over here or something and you could just smack them, right? But for some reason, I feel like that wasn't working for me last time when I tried to do that. So I think what I want to do this time is not try and bother and shoot them up in any sort of way, but just literally just have them fall down. And when I want to run the spawner, I just go down. Or maybe as a beginning thing, I can do that just so I can have it working. I don't know. We're going to play it by ear, but for now, I'm going to dig down over here. And this can be theoretically where the skeletons fall down to. Yeah, and I'm just building this so I can, I'm building the ladders there just so I can get my way back up. But I think this is going to be theoretically where the skeletons fall to take their damage, at least early on here. I would still love to try and figure out how to get them to climb, which I think I'm going to work towards trying to figure that out. But for now, I at least just want something for them to fall down into that I can go to. And they can, how can I do this? For now, I'm just going to keep digging down right here. Okay. Also, my diamond pickaxe is about to run out here, so I might have to... Honestly, I think I'm going to have to go to the surface in a minute, get some wood, get some materials, or maybe, we'll see. I might be able to make it work. This is not my first diamond pickaxe, so I don't really care if this one runs out. perfect. Hopefully that's far enough down for them to die. We'll see. I mean, I feel like that was 21 down, so that's probably far enough. Okay, what do I need here? First things first, I need my diamonds, which who knows where those are right now. I bet you, actually, I bet you they're back where I started, near the sky high build and the elevated farm build. I bet you that's where all my diamonds are. I think I have 5 diamonds left. So that's a little unfortunate that I that I did that for some reason. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do, at least for now anyway, so. Wait, actually. So they fall here, right? They fall here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is where I need to go down. So 6 right here. Oh wait, is that where it matches though? So basically I'm going to go 6 blocks this way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then I'm going to build up from here. So basically the skeletons will fall here. Actually, I think I want to build up from a couple over. Oh, there's a cave here. Well, I'm still going to build up from a couple over anyways. So I think I want to build up 1, 2. And then I'm going to build up from right here. We'll see how that lines up once I do it. Since I'm here, I might as well just kind of light up this cave. Oh, look at this. I forgot about this. This is the first time I thought about this episode. So this is the tricky trials, right? That I'm trying to find a genuine entrance to. I keep finding like the shell of the tricky trials and not being able to find the actual entrance to it. So I'm trying to find the entrance, and I want to do the tricky trials after I find the legitimate entrance to it. If there even is one. Maybe there's not one. Ooh, ah! Oh my. Okay, I need to not be a wuss here. Oh, okay, well. Perfect, okay. So it looks like we're going to have to go back up to the surface here. Oh well. You live and you learn, am I right? Also, actually, another reason I have to go up to the surface is because I need to get a source of water down here. So I want some buckets full of water so I can just have a unlimited source of water down here. I just want to dig and create one of those. Let's bring that salmon with me. And I will go ahead and cook the salmon in one of the furnaces. Okay, I think I have to go this way, right? Yep. All right, here's my symmetry build. And then here is where my furnace is, and this is where I'm going to cook the salmon. Hopefully by the time I get back, they're fully cooked, just like all those copper. So let's go ahead and cook those. Anything valuable in here, I'll take that extra ladder. Anything else? Oh yeah, this is my original diamond pickaxe. Nothing too crazy. Okay. So I'm going to the surface to get some wood and then also get my diamonds. That's why we're going to the surface here. I need some wood for ladders and... Oh, also water. That's the other thing. I need water. Okay, come this way. Oh, perfect. Daytime. You love to see it. Man, I love this build. You know what really made this? Honestly, I love this build. I think I did a great job with it, but there was a little bit of a stroke of luck with this build. I had no idea, like when I placed that mangrove thing, whatever that's called, I had no idea that would grow into a tree. So the fact that it growed into a tree and had the vine kind of come over the edge like that was just, it was lucky. I admit it, it was lucky. But man, oh, I just love this. Does anyone else just love this? I mean, I just think it's freaking amazing. I'm so proud of this. I think it turned out so well. Anyways, let's bring that copper with me. I'll go ahead and cook that. Nice, got some extra ladders there. Take extra sticks as well. Okay. And off we go. I love walking this direction, right? And eventually just having my sky high build just show up in the distance. I don't think the sky high build is fantastic or anything like that, but oh, I just love that. Just how it emerges. Oh, and now you got this other build too, the elevated farm that emerges as well. Okay. Eventually, I want to do something with this too. I feel like this has potential to be like a waterfall. I mean, it kind of already is a waterfall, but like I think just the way this naturally spawned, I should really try and consider taking advantage of that. And I don't know, I feel like I can make this like I'm thinking like Niagara Falls, right? I don't know if anyone's ever been to Niagara Falls. I have. It's crazy. The thing about Niagara Falls that really is spectacular, in my opinion, is just how fast the water is before the waterfall. It's really scary, actually, but it's kind of that power that it displays is kind of attractive as well, though. But yeah, anyways, Niagara Falls. I think I want to have some sort of Niagara Falls inspired build based off of those natural waterfalls that are there. Okay, so let's just make it daytime, first of all. All right, then, diamonds, are you in one of these chests? Here we go. Nice, look at all these sticks, fantastic. I'm still going to go ahead and chop some wood down anyways, because I wouldn't mind wood for an aesthetic point of view as well. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh yeah, can't forget about this. Okay, my inventory is looking pretty full. Also, I wouldn't mind actually having one more bucket, just in case I screw something up. Actually, no, it'll be fine. I can do it with 3 buckets. Let's put that away. Those away. Okay. That cobbled deep slate. Honestly, to me, I don't really want to build with that, so. Alright, let's get to chopping. This is like deja vu to last episode all over again. Last episode, the build honestly ended up being a little bit more ambitious than I expected, and it meant that I had to go collect resources over and over again. And that was half the time it was chopping down trees, and then the other half the time it was getting andesite down in the caves. So this really does feel like last episode all over again. Except this time I'm going to make sure this is the only time I have to go get materials. I say that now. We'll see. I'm still trying to think of what like the right aesthetic is for that build as well. And to be honest, I have no idea. I think I'm just going to kind of YOLO it a little bit. I'm just going to go down there, and after I get it working, or maybe throughout the entire process of getting the skeleton farm working, I'm just going to kind of just start building and see what comes to mind. Like, I don't necessarily have a vision. Some of my other builds recently, I've kind of had a little bit of a vision, right? The sky high, I had a vision. The elevated farming, I had a vision. This one, I don't really have a vision other than create a skeleton spawner and then do something nice, you know, just next to it, basically. That's my vision. So there really isn't a vision. So in this case, in today's episode, but again, even without a vision, that's where it's like the challenge of make something that looks nice no matter what. You have no excuses not to. Build something no matter what. Okay. That's the fun. That's the challenge in it for me. And if I wasn't doing this series, I would never be this aggressive about having to build something every time. Because like I talked about earlier, I am just such a wanderer. Like I always used to play on servers with my friends. Okay, like when that was literally my favorite thing to do. I loved playing on servers with my buddies. Like when I was younger, and I would just wander around, just taking it all in and just enjoying what they built, right? And they're like, "Do you ever do anything on here?" They're like, "Are you gonna build anything?" I was like, "I will. Don't worry." So this kind of forces me. This kind of forces my hand, and I like that. I feel like I need that. I need my hand to be forced. And I feel like a lot of the builds have actually turned out pretty well so far. Well, at least by my standards. And I guess over time, it's kind of about increasing what your standards are, right? Hello, doggy. I think, I mean, obviously, one of the big things about life is comparison, and I'm trying as I get older to not compare myself as much. You know what I'm saying? It's hard, though. It's hard. I mean, so just when you think about getting better as a builder, just worry about myself. Or if you, the viewer, is trying to get better as a builder or whatever, just worry about yourself and get better compared to where you are. I know that's really hard to do. I know that's much easier to say than to do in reality. But it's worth trying. It's worth trying. And trust me, as someone, I've messed things up over and over and over and over and over again in my life. Trust me. It ain't always been smooth sailing with me. You just got to keep trying. You got to keep digging, keep trying, and eventually it'll work itself out. I don't know how this turned into motivation with Ryan, but I guess what I'm saying is I get it. I get that life is hard. Trust me, it's hard for me too. It's never easy, but I guess that's kind of what makes it fun too. That's a way to look at it. If life is difficult, it's kind of fun in a way. Now that just sounds silly. Y'all know what I mean, though. I feel like if you're in a certain mood, that quote is like, yeah, you're right, it is fun. But then other times, I'd be like, are you an idiot? What the hell are you talking about, dummy? Anyways. Hello, Mr. Armadillo. How's it going? Let's just talk to an armadillo. Yeah, hi. Hola. All things else, everything else in life, you know, if you just sit there and talk to some armadillos or some wolves, like everything will work itself out. All right, how much do I have? 2.5 stacks. I say that'll do. Hopefully. Should probably replant some of these before I go. Oops, well, whatever. All right, now back we go. I guess I'll plant this one too. Oh, nice. Okay, let me collect all these as well. You know, I feel like I've always been a little bit of an enigma, right? The word enigma, right? So where I feel like y'all know me, like I get distracted by things, right? Like that's just who I am. I can just see something and just like lose my train of thought and be like, oh, what's this? What's that? What's that? So I'm kind of like that, but I also at the same time, so like in the immediate moment, I can get kind of sidetracked, you know what I mean, and kind of lose focus. So that's kind of like a very real part of who I am, you know what I mean? But then there's that other side of me that's like I think things through very thoroughly and I always have a plan and I'm always trying to execute those plans and those plans are grand scale plans, right? Um, so it's kind of like an interesting contrast and I feel like that's actually how I am in a lot of ways in my life. Like there's always some kind of interesting contradiction when it comes to me. And I think that's the perfect example. Or like how I think I've talked about this a couple episodes ago, but how I can really kind of be a goofball, especially around other people. And then, you know, then I can at time just like drop wisdom, like mad wisdom, if you will. And be like, where the fuck did that come from? Okay. Now I feel like I'm just rambling again though. Let's see. I'll bring those stairs with me as well. All right, down we go. Okay. Honestly, I'm trying to think of what I want to do next episode. I actually don't have any ideas immediately. It's kind of funny how that works. Like sometimes the ideas just kind of come to you. Like this one, honestly, for both episode 6 and 7 here, like right away, I knew exactly what I wanted to do. Episode 6, I wanted to do the elevated farm. This episode, I was like, I want to, um, you know, what the hell am I trying to say? I was like, I want to do the skeleton farm. Episode 8, I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to think about it. I might have to ask around. And by the way, this brings me to another thing. This whole thing about doing challenges, right? If anyone has any fun challenges that they can think of, um, I'm all ears. I would love to have some sort of time challenge, like build X in 30 minutes, right? That is something that I am going to do during this series. I'm not quite ready yet. It's kind of one of those things is like I feel like I need to also I think I'm going the wrong way. It's kind of one of them deals that it's like, am I going the wrong way? No, I'm not. It's over here. It's kind of one of them deals. Actually, hang on, let me put some oak slabs down so I can like know what the right way to go is. Because right here it gets a little confusing, to be quite honest. I love reality television. I always have, okay? That's just part of who I am. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like shows like Survivor, now I'm watching freaking Love Island. I cannot believe I'm watching Love Island, but I kind of love it. You see what I did there? Um, okay, let me just kind of cover this up, to be honest. Okay. Oops. Okay. I think it's a little clearer now. Yeah. If I dig this down, I think it'll be clearer. There. Now you can actually see that. So it's clear. Obviously, you don't go towards that wall. You go down, you follow. It could do. There you go. I think that's better now. Now it's clear. You go that way. Oops. Put that there. Dude, the amount of times I place those fucking stairs upside down. There we go. Okay, and then from there you can actually see the build, so. Perfect. Much better. Now there's going to be no confusion. You're not going to get lost. Okay. Oh yeah, anyways, so as much as I love reality TV, and I've always deep down kind of wanted to go on reality TV, like deep down, I figured like realistically, like what are the odds you get on a show? I guess you can try out for a show. I've never actually. Oh wait, I want to dig up here actually, not down there. I've never actually tried out for a show, so. Oh, actually, I have. I take that back. I have. When I was 19, okay, talk about naive, I tried out for Survivor. So I took a bus down to Wichita, Kansas, okay, and they had like a live tryout, right? So it was an in-person tryout. So I didn't like make a video or anything like that. I went to Wichita, Kansas, took a bus. I had this whole speech pre-planned. And the second, I was so nervous. I was like, oh, this is my big chance. You know what I mean? I can go on Survivor. And the second I go into that room and do the interview, what I was going to do, okay, my plan was to do a big speech. I feel like I want this one over, actually. Or I want this wall one over. I had this whole big speech that I spent the entire bus ride, like, coming up with, and I was so proud of it. I was like, oh, this is amazing. Like, I'm going to be the next superstar Survivor. And I'm like, I'm going to win Survivor. And they asked me a question. Instead of, I was just expecting to walk in and just like give my speech and them just like be like, whoa, you're amazing. This is it. This is our next star of Survivor. Um, Obviously that didn't happen. They asked me a question. I forget what it was. It was something along the lines of like, what Survivor player do you think you're like most like? And that I just totally froze up. I was like, I said Ethan Zahn. I don't know if anyone remembers him, which I don't know why I said that. And then I said Brenda. And like looking back, I was like, what the fuck was I talking about? Like, hello? But you know, you live and you learn. The whole thing, the whole interview was a disaster. It was like I was so nervous. That's basically what it was. Is I was just so nervous that I just couldn't get a sentence all straight or anything like that. So it didn't go well, but you know, it's kind of a fun experience and kind of a fun thing to look back on, if you will. And I got to meet some famous Survivor players, which was kind of cool. I doubt any of them remember me, but that's okay. You think about like all the different people that they meet. Um, I got to meet Bob, the winner of Survivor Gabon. Sandra, the first two-time winner in Survivor history. In fact, one of only two-time winners in Survivor history, which is kind of cool. Um, who else was there? Terry Dietz. Terry Dietz, I was a huge fan of him. He never won, but Terry Dietz was there. And then I know there's a couple more. Oh, Richard Hatch was there. Mike, the winner of season 30, was there. So it was really cool. I feel like there might be one or more, two more that I'm forgetting about, but nonetheless, it was an awesome experience from that point of view. But I was definitely in that day. I was disappointed. I was like, oh, I blew it. It's over. Guys, I'm gonna be honest. I hate interviews. I don't know if anyone else feels that way. I have this big chip on my shoulder. Okay, I've always had a chip on my shoulder. Um, for a lot of different reasons in my life. I've had a chip on my shoulder. Okay, I could go into all the countless different reasons, but I don't need to do that. But I just hate having to prove myself to people. which is ironic because, I mean, if you do a YouTube channel and you want to get a following, I mean, isn't that kind of like you're always proving yourself to people? But I guess this is just, it's just different. Because whether people watch or not, I can create the content how I want to create it, right? Oh, diamonds, let's go. But interviews upset me a little bit because I feel like, oh, my inventory's full. To be quite honest, I feel like I don't do great in interviews. And it irritates the hell out of me because I always do extremely good work when it comes to actual work, you know what I mean? Um, always have. I've always been an excellent worker. And I just see these people that go in these interviews and they're great interviewers, but they're shit workers, you know what I mean? And it kind of pisses me off like that. So I don't really like interviews. I think interviews are a very short-term way to learn about people. It's not always the greatest representative. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. So I'm not a big fan of interviews. But that's just me. And let's see. Where was I going with that? I'm trying to remember where I was going with that. Oh, yeah. I guess I feel like I had like a moral to that story that I was trying to get to. I think it just kind of turned into I don't like interviews. But it is kind of fascinating. Oh, yeah. I was saying that I have like a chip on my shoulder and everything, right? And I do have a chip on my shoulder. And because of that chip on my shoulder, basically the reason I have it is because I feel like there's been a lot of times in my life that people have told me no, that I'm not good enough. Right? That's basically what it is. Throughout my life, a lot of people have told me that I'm not good enough, and I just feel like it's a lot of times unjust criticism. And because of that, I have a major chip on my shoulder, and I hate interviews because I hate having to prove myself. Okay, interesting. So that's okay actually. I don't mind this being where I go down. Actually, you know what? I think I'll keep this middle one. And then I'll come over here and I will drop down via water over here. So let's just dig our way down. Right, because I don't want to have to go down via the ladder every single time. That's a pain in the ass. So yeah, if there's one thing that y'all should know about me, I have a huge chip on my shoulder. I cannot, as much as I try to control it, I really can't control it. Like, that's just who I am. Just hands down. So having to prove myself to people in interviews, it kind of pisses me off because I feel like a lot of times I'm judged in an unfair way. That's just my opinion. And perhaps I'm being a baby about it, but anyways, I don't really need to continue on that topic. Basically, interviews suck. And then also the other problem with interviews is I get nervous. I'm sure other people can also relate to that. I just, never mind. I feel like I don't want to open this vault right now. I was going to say I have a lot of things I could complain about with regards to work, but I'm trying to be positive in this series. So we're not going to do that. Okay, so for now, I'm just going to put the water down. I'm trying to remember the best way to do this. Like, I feel like maybe the corners? Yeah, see, that's a problem, though. Because then they're going to go the wrong way. How do you do this? I feel like if the way I have it right now, there's just going to be a bunch of skeletons, like, bobbing. Okay, well, there goes all those torches. Oh, boy. Okay. Oh, yeah, the other thing is I need them to drop. That's the other thing. So theoretically... Okay. So if they drop here, I think I can hit through that. Maybe I can't. Maybe I need to do this and then I can hit them. So they drop there. I think I can hit them that way. Now I need to build a sign. Something don't seem right about here. How the hell are you supposed to do this? Oh, maybe you go up into the sky a little bit. Maybe that's what you do. Hang on, let me retry this. I think that's how you have to do it. I can't really think of any other way that it'll make it all the way and not have, like, backflows. Okay, let's try it. Right here. Nope, still doesn't make it. Actually, come to think of it, I think I had this exact same problem last season. Here's what I feel like I need to do, okay? Let me make some signs real quick. Okay. This might be crazy, what I'm trying to do here. Okay. That might... We'll see how this works. That's all I'll say. Let me fill this up real quick. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Oh, that's fantastic. It stops right here, too. Except this one doesn't for some reason, but... Oh, maybe it needs to be one in that direction? Well, fuck it, I don't really care. The ladder stops it there. Now what I can do, let me, outside of this first ladder... Okay, never mind. I need to replace that ladder with a sign. Okay. We're going to chop down all these ladders. We're just going to put a sign right there. And then just keep chopping down these ladders. I mean, it's definitely not even, but that's alright. Oh my goodness, dude. Okay, hang on a minute. I don't know if mobs can catch on ladders like this, but I don't want to accidentally leave any behind, because I don't want to risk that. Nice, okay. Perfect. Now, theoretically, I should be able to attack them through here. Yes. Awesome. Okay. Do I have any glass? I don't think I have any glass on me. But I do have sand if I remember right. So let's cook up this sand real quick. Do I have any coal on me? I have no coal? Are you kidding me? Alright, BRB. I know I have coal over at my other base, so... Or over at the symmetry build. Or if it's not in the symmetry build, the one just past it, or just my little furnace and chest just past it. Okay. Any coal in here? I think I might have just brought it to the next section. Okay. Good. Okay. I'm just going to steal some of that charcoal. Yeah, sometimes I really wish I could vibe out to music, just have it like quietly playing in the background here as I was recording, but don't think I can do that. I don't want to risk any sort of copyright infringement. And also I feel like that kind of takes away from the entertaining. Like if I'm trying to be an entertainer, I feel like having to rely on music like that probably takes away from that just a little bit, so I don't want to get too reliant on that. But sometimes it would be nice just to chill and listen to music, if you know what I mean. Okay, so I have to try and make this not be hideous. Pretty much. So, how do I want to do this? I think first things first, let's just expand it a little bit, make it more of an actual room. That's the challenge of this episode, the rest of this episode. Make this area not hideous. Make it look like a build that an actual content creator, Minecraft creator would build. Okay. I don't know if we're going to have to move that chest necessarily. I think we are going to have to move that, to be quite honest. So let's just take that L right now and just move it, because I don't want that to limit my expansion here. So let's get rid of that. Probably don't need to get rid of the furnace, just because, I mean, having floor above it isn't going to prevent it from cooking, so I can just leave that for now. Okay, so I can go ahead and just do that. Obviously, I'm going to need to kind of have a way to get over to this cave system anyways. I feel like I want to go with the staircase. I think the staircase is always, like, that's just going to be my go-to early on in the season, so I feel like... Okay, so the reason I want this glass, by the way, I cooked that up. Yeah, staircase, that's my new go-to, guys. At least early on here. Here's what we're going to do. I am terrified to do this, but... Actually, I'm terrified to do this because these are skeletons. That's why. Because I feel like if I unlight this up, they can shoot at me. Okay. One more. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Ah! Oh, no, 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 no. He wasn't supposed to get in here. Stop. Okay. Now they ain't coming in. Doesn't really seem to be. There you go. Down he goes, baby. Oh, why are you stuck right there? What is this? Huh. There you go. Now he dropped. So, let's come down here. Is he alive still? Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. How do you make a hopper again? I feel like I need a hopper. The other question is, if I'm down here, can they spawn and fall down there? Like, will they spawn up there if I'm down here? Yes. Yes, they will. Let's go. Okay, I definitely need a hopper. And it's perfect. It's like the perfect height. It's just one hit and they get killed. Okay. Definitely think I have a slight problem when it comes to them not falling down into here. I also have a not getting the resources problem. Seeing those sitting there is kind of annoying me. I'm afraid they're not spawning. Maybe that one just spawned when I was still up there. Let's see if I get up here. If there's any that are up there and like stuck or what. Hmm. Yeah, honestly, I think they're just not spawning when I'm down there. I think that's the problem. Obviously, this is a problem too, the fact that they're just kind of sitting here, but... Oh, there... The other guy pushed him down. Awesome. See if your boy remembers how to make a hopper, and I think the answer to that is no. Or if I have any iron on me in the first place, which I think the answer to that is also no. Okay. Let's roll with the oak stairs. Yeah, I think I'll just leave that furnace there. Why not? Same with that crafting table. Oops. So we can have this kind of come down here into a little mini room that leads into the, that just leads over here. So probably want to just a little bit cut this out, or mine this out. Anyways, if you really want to rile me up, motivate me, tell me I'm not good enough. That like lights a fire up under me. Honestly, it really does. I've always been a little bit competitive, you know. If I have someone that's like a real challenge to me, like it's actually a lot of fun. Like it's like I've had that at times in work where I had kind of quote unquote rivalries, and that honestly pushes me to do my best work. So I appreciate it in the end. I've had times without those types of rivalries, and I've had times with them. They're both good in their own way, but it's nice to be pushed by other people. Awesome. Okay. So here we go. We have a little way down into here. Probably want to up a little bit as well. Hello, skeletons. How you doing? Look at that guy with an enchanted bow. Let's see, is there any actually like down here right now? Oh, yes there is. Oh my god. Holy cow. That's fun. That's fun. I like that. Okay, I have a rule for my next build. So in today's build, I'm just going to rely on oak wood, okay? My next build, though, y'all have to make me follow through with this. No oak wood. That is a rule. After today's episode, I'm no oak wood. Oh, hello. Boy, I bet you wish you could attack me right about now. Today's build, I'm relying on good old oak wood. That I know what to do with it. Or kind of. As much as I know what to do with anything in this game. But that's interesting. Okay, I kind of like that. If I have it facing this way. Kind of interesting. Kind of, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna have to move that again. So before I have an idea here. Wait a minute, I already have chests. Okay. Okay. Dig that out. Oops. Okay, interesting. You know what? I want that to be sideways, I think. Yeah, I think that'll look better. Okay. Okay, I think I'm getting a little wonky with this. Let's make this 3 high. So from here over, it's 3 high. I can roll with it though. This needs to move again. Let me just build this in the middle of the freaking floor. I'm just gonna chop this down. Okay, there you go. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. You know what? Here's something I can try. Let's make it all 3 high here, okay? Then I could put stuff on top of here. So here I can, in the corner, I can have that, but then in the middle here I can put stuff like above it. Okay. Right here. Okay, this needs to be upright, I think. Shoot. That needs to be 1 over, I think. For sure, it needs to be 1 over. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Obviously can't put wood over that, but that kind of differentiates it. Maybe I could do that down here. Let's go kill some skeletons and then come back up. Shit. Oh, this is amazing, y'all. I still need a hopper, but this is actually amazing. Okay, not bad, not bad. Let's replace the floor. Don't need it to be a bunch of different random stones. Let's just make it wood. The wall I can consider keeping as is. It's kind of interesting. We'll see. Wait a minute, why is this one not lining up? That's a little weird. Okay. I do actually like having this water here. Maybe I could just do that throughout, right? So instead of this, I could just have water down there. I think I'm going to try that, see how that looks anyways. And yeah, 100% guys, next build I'm not going to be using oak wood. Whatever I do, I need to get away from oak wood, so. How do I handle this one though? I think I'll just do oak wood right here. And then just like that. Mining with Ryan's all about getting over your comfort zones when it comes to being an artist. And, oops. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Getting past what you're comfortable with. Expanding your artistic abilities. And for today, even though I'm using a color or a palette that I'm most familiar with, I'd still say that I'm expanding beyond, just by building in the first place, right? Beyond what I ever did in the past, so. Okay. kind of like this because I'm trying to incorporate some sort of other element into the build beyond just like, right, incorporating, what am I trying to say right now? Water into the builds, right? It's a different element than what I usually would have. What I can do back here, I feel like, obviously I want to close it off because back here is ugly. So I can do wood behind it. Let's go ahead and do oak logs behind it. Okay, let's do that. Oh, wait a minute. I feel like this... Interesting. Well. Oh, tell me I have more oak wood than just that. Oh, thank you. Direction is this. Let's match that direction. Perfect. Okay. I think this one needs to be up. Okay. Yep, I think that's good. I think the walls are one thing, but the ceilings should not just be random stones. Walls, you could call that part of the look of it, you know what I mean? But like part of the aesthetic, but the ceiling, I don't think you can really pass that off as part of the aesthetic. Oops. Okay, I think I can do that for those. What about lighting? I really want to have more creative ways of lighting things up. Down there, that should be stone. Hang on. Or that should be oak log right here. Same with these ones. Just a little too visible, right? So... Oh yeah, this doesn't even consider. Shoot, I forgot about over here. Interesting, so I could do this sideways. I'm fine with that. What about up here? I really wish I had more materials to build with right now, right? Different things that I can place besides just furnaces and chests. Let's see. I hate to do it, but I think I'm just going to rely on the furnace chest game here. One, two, and then 3 furnaces. Oh shit, that doesn't line up how I thought it did. Hang on a minute. One, two right there. 1, 2 right there. Okay, now 4 furnaces is what I'll do. Okay. Hello. Yep, go down to your death, please. As for down here, dude, we're not fucking making this pretty in today's episode. Hey, you cheater, get your butt over here. Thank you. Look at that, already level 21. It's a thing of beauty. We'll upgrade this section in a later episode. I'm not dealing with down there. But we will upgrade it, just not today. But I do feel like I should upgrade down here. Hell, I could even put a door here, to be honest. I think I might do that. I think I might put like a double door sort of deal. Okay, then this can all be oak logs, which I think I'm out of, unfortunately, so I'm going to have to go get some more real quick. Definitely unfortunate, but, you know, sometimes that's just how it goes. Look at all this armor that I have now, too. This random-ass armor. Oh, I could use this for going into the nether. Oh, yeah, ugh. For this, actually, it's kind of interesting. How can I handle this? This level right here. Okay, that double layers. There you go. Perfect. Okay. Justine, okay. Hola. Oh yeah, oh, I don't have any more wood left, so let's go get some wood. This is where if it was an edited series, I could be like, okay guys, going to get wood, be back in like, snap the finger. Oh look, I have a ton of wood now. No, that's not how this series works, y'all. Just like real life, you gotta earn your wood, you gotta earn your keep. In mining with Ryan. I mean, hell, so do other Let's Players, but you know, I'm not saying they don't get their materials. That's not what I mean. I'm just saying in my series, you got to show the material gathering. That's just how it be. Okay. Believe I go this way. Yep. I love that I'm already level 21. If I ever go AFK between episodes, right, next to the spawner, I will let y'all know, right? Because I don't know. Obviously, I cannot do an entire episode just sitting AFK next to a spawner. You know what I mean? Like, that's not content. You know what I mean? So I will let you guys know if I do that. Let's see. Time of day. Kind of looks like dusk, but I don't see the sun or moon anywhere for some reason. Oh, now it's raining. That's probably why. Oh man, this episode's already at 1 hour 37. Wow. I think I'll cut it off relatively soon. I want to finish at least the main area, you know what I mean? Got to take that thumbnail shot too. My thumbnail game last season was extremely bad. To be honest, that's one of the things about YouTube that's my least favorite thing is the thumbnails. There is nothing worse, in my opinion, and y'all can feel free to feel differently, than seeing a channel and you're like, oh, this content's so good. I really like this channel. And then every single video, the thumbnail is that person's face, oops, with their, did not mean to strip that, but whatever, with their jaw wide open, like they're super surprised. Does anyone else feel that way? That annoys the hell out of me. It's like, oh, God. So I don't think my thumbnail game is good by any means. In fact, it was really bad last season, but what I want to do for the thumbnails this season is basically just whatever I build that episode is what I'm going to make the thumbnail. That's kind of the game plan. That's what I've been doing so far, and that's what I'm going to keep doing. I think one stack should be enough, hopefully. Alright, let's do it. Let's do's it. Dude, I'm gonna have to start trademarking some catchphrases. LFG, let's fucking go. And let's do's it. Do's it's really stupid sounding, but one of my coworkers says that all the time. And he's a southern gentleman. So the way that he says it is so endearing. It just makes you want to say it too. It makes you want to join in on the fun. So, do's it, guys. Alright, hang on. I want to get underwater real quick so I can swim. Hello, Mr. Sea Turtle. How you doing today? He's probably on the sand to try and dry off, and he's getting rained on anyways. No sun for you, my guy. Okay. Down we go. Yeah, and definitely throughout the season, I'm going to keep doing underground builds, right? Not that frequently, but I want to be able to build anywhere, right? Anywhere and everywhere, and y'all know the verticality is the rule in this season. Got to be building at different heights every episode, and that includes underground. So, obviously, I'm not going to do that next episode because I just did it this episode, but I'm going to have a whole underground world going. Underground, above ground, way up in the sky, like This is not the right way, is it? I have to go this way. You name it, there's going to be builds there. Okay, we are almost back. Okay. Man, it would be a total colossal failure if I actually didn't grab enough. I think I did. But time will tell. Now, how do I want to line this up? I think this layer actually has to be sideways. That's how I want to line it up. Okay. Here we can have some doors. Perfect. Ceiling. We're going to do some half slab action, I think. Not those. Dude, I do that every fucking time. Hang on, I gotta clear out my inventory a little bit. I have too much stuff right now, obviously. Okay. Okay, this is not... What we're gonna have to do, I think. We're gonna have to go up one more. There we go. And the wood above could be an artistic design. We'll see. We'll see. Or not the wood, the various different types of stones that are above it. Depending on how it looks, I could just say that's part of the intention of the build, right? Is to still showcase that you're in a cave and there's a lot of different stones that are around. We'll see how it looks, obviously. Okay. Actually, I think that could work. Except right here, this should probably be oak log. Same with over here and over here. So that should be oak log. That should be oak log. Up here, we'll see how that looks over there. Okay. here should be an oak log. Trying to decide what the right thing to do is here. I think over here the right thing to do is that. Okay. One, two, three, four. There's 8. Just want to try something. Okay, these need to go, by the way. Let's just go ahead and build, I don't need to build storage into that build. Let's just get a storage thing out here. Okay. Oh, over here. Tell me this is enough oak logs, please. I think it is. Oops. Okay, I kind of like having the doors open like that. I do think down here, though... Oh, shit. Whoops. Should be like that. Okay. This being straight up's a little weird, actually. Those should be sideways. Okay, let me just collect all this. For some reason, I was thinking it would be good if I had something in the middle like this. I don't know if it actually is, though. Maybe if it was darker, if it was like oak log. there's potential in that, but I think I'm going to leave it out for now. Okay. It's definitely not perfect. I will be the first to admit that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're just going to pretend like that I didn't notice that. Because that's definitely supposed to be oak log. I could do these two. Let me just take these two, actually. There. Perfect. I'll be the first to admit this build isn't great or anything, but I don't know. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any ideas as to how I could improve this build. How can I think this is a good angle for the thumbnail. Let me see if I can get one like with a skeleton in the background too. Little forward so I don't have the smoke going. Perfect. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. Not perfect. Alright, let's try that again. Okay. Okay. I think I'm just going to use that as the thumbnail. Hopefully it turns out well. Before I end today's episode, let's go ahead and kill us some skellies. Oh, that's just amazing. I love doing that. Look at that. Level 25, just like that. I want that enchanted bow, too. Okay. Okay, cool. Thank you all so much for watching today's episode. I hope you enjoyed. Nice that I have a well-functioning skeleton spawner. That got me all the way up to level 25 just from sitting here and building, so that is fantastic. Where's all my fishies at? Let me know if you have any ideas how I could spruce that build up a little bit. I mean, I think it turned out fine. Don't get me wrong. Maybe leaving stone here in the background was a bad idea. Maybe I could maybe polish up the stone a little bit. Hell, I could just use polished andesite. That's my favorite, it seems like. Anyways, though, let me know. Hope you have a good one, and I will see you next time. Ciao.